Welcome back to another episode of Tube Talk, Albert.
Back in the North Island.
Back in the North Island.
And a great presenter, Sophie Bosma, back. Although Matt was good last week.
Yes, he was very good.
It was excellent. We had some good banter.
I think we should kick off this week by talking about our new Facebook launch.
Yes, very exciting. If you go to Facebook, Go Racing NZ.
Nice.
You can search it, and what we've done there is we've put on a lot of stuff, background things with the horses. So, like if horses are trialling, you might get little videos or photos in the day before, and little funny things and stuff. And it's social and it's fun.
Yeah, and it's a good way to get like information. Like they're like a little add-on of the Tube Talks, like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and it helps people get close to their horses when they can't go and see them all the time. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's clever and it's fun as well.
So go and have a look, and if you like it, you can like us.
Give the page a like.
Yeah, and we'll be updating it all the time, or every week.
Nice. Okay, now we did not talk about Facebook for too long because we've got a lot to get through.
We have.
But let's start off with some results last week. Billy Mojo won, for starters.
Yeah, Billy Mojo won, which was a super performance. He beat the second favourite for the 2000 Guineas, the Justice League, who was paying about $1.70 favourite in that race, and he won. He jumped, sat outside the leader, got challenged on the turn, and was really tough in the straight. And
He's after that.
yeah, and he turned around his form of his previous start, where he probably was just a little bit touch underdone. So we're very happy, and we'll talk a little bit more about him later, about his plans coming up.
Nice. And we also had an excellent run from Sadler's Rock, who came third and will be on target for the New Zealand Cup.
He will. Yeah, really good run for third. He's only gone one poorish race this time in, and even then the jockey David Walsh said, look, he feels good, that just the tempo was against him. And he was really good, and he went up to challenge to win the race, and then another horse challenged, he just lost his focus a bit. So next start, we'll have one more race for the New Zealand Cup as long as we make the field. We'll put blinkers on him, which he's worn before, and it improves him and will help his focus.
Yeah. Keep his eye looking ahead so he's not looking around everywhere at everything else.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's launch into the huge week we have this week.
Massive week. How many horses?
9, possibly 6, but probably 9, because we have got 3 possible runners in Waipa on Friday because they might get scratched.
Well, not all of them, but one of them maybe.
Maybe scratched.
But first of all, what are we doing on Friday?
We are going camping.
We are. So Dad and me won't be at the race this weekend because we've had planned for about 6 months a camping trip, haven't we? To the Coromandel.
It's going to be so much fun. We're going to go on lots of walks and see all our friends and go swimming.
Yeah, with a whole bunch of families. Well, hopefully the weather's good.
Yeah, hopefully
Swimming,
it keeps up.
Walks, cricket. We're taking the bikes.
Lots of fun. Yep.
Yeah.
And swimming in the beach as well, which I'm looking forward to because the weather's getting better.
Yeah.
But back to the racing. Let's start off with, so we're still at Waipa on Friday.
Yes.
Race 1, Poeta Kafia.
Went really good second up. First up, we knew she was a run short. Second up, we thought we'd see a lot of improvement. We did. She ran a close third. Third up on Friday, over 1,580 metres. Suits her. Barrier 1 suits as well. And Sam Spratt's on board. I can see her sitting handy, trailing, maybe even in front. And while she's a 3-year-old filly against older horses, and that is tough at this time of year, I think she'll run a very good race, and I think she's an excellent chance of running in the first 3.
Nice. We also have got Sharpel.
She's on the upward plane.
Sorry,
no, you're good. No, I just added that on.
Nice.
We're happy with her.
Good addition. In race 3, we have got Sharpel.
Yeah, Sharp L. Now, we feel she's ready to run right in the money, but she's one horse that never draws a good barrier. She's drawn 12.
Unlucky.
And Waipa's a really tight turning track. So, I think we may scratch and wait. If there's a whole bunch of scratchings, only make a 7 or 8 horse field, we may run. But otherwise, I think we'll scratch and wait, because next week at Wednesday at Ruakaka,
yes.
we've got there's a maiden 3-year-old 1200 and also a pool bonus race with 12,000 with a 7,500 bonus she's eligible for. So there's 2 good options for her next week, so I think she will probably be scratched in weight.
Nice. So that one possibly a miss.
Probably not running.
Yeah.
If she had a good draw, I would have been saying to people she should run very well.
Yeah. Okay. So we also have race 6. We have Queen of the Amazons.
Queen of the Amazon, drawn barrier 7, Samantha Collett, who's done a lot of good riding for us lately, riding. Her last run was on the Group 1 New Zealand Oaks 18 months ago. She had an injury problem, has been off the scene, has come back. We gave her a couple of trials through winter, but she likes good tracks, so she's back. The 1400 metres is way too short for her. She'll get her best when she gets to 2,000 and further. She's a 7-bill filly. So it's really a hit and giggle on Waipa on Friday. It's just going around to get fit. We are happy with the way she's coming up, but being off the scene for that long and over a distance too short, I wouldn't expect her to run anywhere near the money. She'll probably be at the back of the field, but she'll take a lot of improvement out of the run.
But she's made a good recovery.
Oh no, she's great. She's sound. She's perfect.
Okay.
No issues.
Awesome. Okay, now Friday night in Sydney, we have No Return running in race 7, which is the last race.
It is midnight in New Zealand on Friday night. 10 o'clock in Sydney at Canterbury. $40,000 1900 metre race. Carries 57 kilos. We've got barrier 2 in what will be a field of 12. Jason Collett to ride. Blake Shin, who has been riding him, is suspended. And I think we'll get a good run. He ran third his first city start last time. Under lights for the first time. He might have a little look around, but I think he'll sit handy in the trail or very close to speed. And I think he's a very good top 3 chance.
Nice. Top 3 chance. So, on Saturday, starting at Auckland, we've got Silver Rod in race 5.
We have, and he's an unlikely runner because he's 5th on the ballot. So, and it's funny, he ran 2nd, 1st, 5th last time in, and he had 1 miss at the end of his campaign, and he can't get a run in the rating 65 grade, so he's still rated 61. He's drawn barrier 2, which would really suit because the rail's out 9.5 metres, which means the on-pace horses are advantaged. I would think if he got a run, he'd run quite well. He's had 2 trials coming in, and both those trials he finished at the back of the field, but his riders say he feels good, his work has been nice, and if he does get a run, I can see him running in the first half dozen with a lot of improvement as he steps up in ground and fitness. But from barrier 2, if he got a run, he'd settle reasonably handy, and I think he'd run a good race. Chances are he won't get a run, and if he doesn't, he'll go to Tauranga next Saturday.
Nice. Also, on Saturday, on the Soliloquy Stakes, we have No More Tears in race 7.
Yes, No More Tears.
In Wellington.
No, it's Auckland. We'll move to
sorry,
Wellington.
no, that's a different one. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Overreading.
You're overreading. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Getting excited.
Yeah, calm down. It's not the All Blacks game, wasn't that good? 62-13.
That was awesome. We got up and watched that.
Yeah, it was really exciting. What about the Scotland game? Craig Joubert. I don't blame... I think Australia probably deserved to win that game overall. But Scotland was unlucky. I mean, they were unlucky at the end, but hey, I think you can't blame Craig Joubert. He made the call on what he saw, and I don't think there was any intention to make a wrong calling.
And
so
I was going to say, my favourite part of the Rugby World Cup is when maybe the All Blacks games have been early on in the morning, and then someone's recorded it and we go around to the neighbour's house and have bacon and eggs and we all watch it together. That's awesome.
That's what we did. We had croissants and bacon and eggs last week, didn't we?
So good. It's delicious. Good. And hot chocolates and coffees.
And Mum went off to get us coffees, and she went up and she was gone for 35 minutes because everyone had the same idea at the cafe, and they were showing the rugby, and some people were in there going, I don't see the score. I don't want to watch. And other people were watching.
Yeah.
And one dad was in there, and he got an order, and they were 1 hot chocolate short. And they said, we can make you another one. He said, no, I've got to get home. I can't wait any longer.
I'll just pick the favourite child.
I'll just give this hot chocolate to the favourite child, and the other one will be out.
And if Dad was in that case, he'd give the hot chocolate to the cat.
I would.
It was clearly his favourite child.
He is my favourite child.
He constantly says that. Okay.
So now, quickly while we're on rugby, let's finish this. Let's finish the rugby chat.
Okay.
All Blacks South Africa. What do you think will happen?
I think All Blacks will win.
Yes.
And I think that when South Africa was versing Japan, like, they're not as good as last year.
Yeah.
But I think that was particularly unlucky. I think they can make a good. I
Yeah.
think they can still do well in the competition.
I think so. I think so too. But I think the All Blacks. I think they'll end up running away with it and winning by about 20 points.
Yeah. The All Blacks definitely going to win. But I think even though Japan did an amazing job beating them, they did.
I don't think when it all comes to World Cup we can ever say definitely going to. But that's just my opinion.
Not definitely going to. I think we have a good chance of winning. Yet, see, we learned about probability and math. I know about good chances. We have a good chance of winning.
What? Yeah. Okay. What about Argentina, Australia?
Argentina, Australia. I think we versed Argentina in the last World Cup. Correct?
Yes. No, this World Cup first round in the pool games.
Oh, I thought we versed last year. Never mind. Not last
and
World
last
Cup.
time we did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
And we won over them. But I'd say, I think I'm going to say Australia.
I think if Pocock starts, I think Australia will probably win. I think if he doesn't, I think Argentina will win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see Argentina get through to the final. They're playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's carry on.
Okay. So just
I think the Australia-Argentina game will be closer than the All Blacks South Africa game.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And I hope I'm right. Touch wood.
It's a good chance.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put in. I was just gonna say we're gonna have to put in the notes down below. Skip. There's a big rugby rant in it. Okay. So back to Silver Rod. Race.
No more tears.
No more tears.
So no more tears. Soliloquy Stakes.
Race 7.
Very exciting filly. Very good filly. Very fast filly. Could be anything. She's drawn barrier 12, and it'll be, if you get back in the field, it'll be almost impossible to win with the rail out that far. But she's very good. She can run a very good race. The barrier draw is now against her. And if it rains, she won't mind, and there's some showers due, so she'll run very well. Regardless of the barrier draw, she'll run very well.
Nice. And on Saturday, I can't remember what I've read here. I think Saturday race 6. We've got What's the Story, and that is in Wellington.
Correct.
Aced it.
And Big Pat Van Arch is going to be down there running the cutter, looking after everyone. Watch the Story. Very, very good horse. Won his debut by 3 lengths. The syndicate has had an offer to purchase him since then, which they have declined to accept. And I think it's the right decision. I think he's. I think
horse.
I think he could continue to go up in value. Saturday's a really important day for him because Saturday will determine whether we go to the 2,000 guineas or not. And he's drawn barrier 1, which doesn't really suit this horse because he likes lots of space. But it's perfect for Saturday because with other horses around him, he's going to have to take a gap. And we know on ability he can win this race. It's just a question mark of whether he has got the ring craft to do it and the experience to do it. And if he does take those gaps and is happy to run through them, it says to us he's ready to go to the 2,000 guineas. If he doesn't, it says to us he's not ready, and we won't go down, and we'll target some other races leading into the Derby next year. But he's a very talented horse, and he has to be a good chance.
And then I don't know if I want to use this word
Sam
right,
Spratt
but
rides.
penultimately we in Christchurch,
Nice.
Riccarton, race 7. Armadillo Stakes, we have What a Star. I think I've used penultimately right. I think it means second to last.
It does.
Yes.
Well done. So What a Star ran last week, and her form says 0, but she was only beaten 2.5 lengths, and it was actually a very good run. She in the straight, she just kept getting knocked around, and the riding was that tight, the jockey couldn't pull her whip, and she ended up just going to the line almost under a hold. So while she was 10th, she wasn't very far from the leaders. She's come through that race very well, and initially we weren't going to go run this Saturday. We were going to wait and run in Cup Week. But it's a $70,000 listed race with black type, and we think a mile will suit her, and we're happy to change plans and run. And she's a non-pace horse, and we'll probably ride her positively, and it'll be interesting. I think she can run well, and I think if she can get to the front, I think she's shown that she's a good fighter. There's a couple of good ones in there, but she's capable of picking up black type on Saturday, which will be a wonderful result.
Awesome. And then finally, next Monday at Waikato, we have Billy Mojo in the Annie's Sarton Stakes.
That's right, Group $200,000 race. Billy, who won last week, he goes forward to this race. It's a change of jockey. You've got Sam Spread on board. He'll be going forward because that's the way he naturally runs. And his performance on Saturday with 1400 metres will tell us whether he goes to the 2000 guineas, just like What's the Story, or not. So if he runs very well on Monday, when the barrier draws aren't out yet, he'll go to the 2000 guineas. And if he doesn't, then we might take a different path with him. But he's a very talented horse. He deserves his opportunity. And I guess the question mark is just about whether or not 1600 metres is going to suit him. And Monday will give us a great idea of that. Nice. And he should have no problems backing up either.
Awesome. And I think that concludes our Tube Talk of the week.
And it's a long one, so I think we should wrap it up, say goodbye.
Pretty quickly.
And say to everyone, good luck for the weekend, and go the Mighty All Blacks.
Go the Mighty All Blacks and pray that the weather conditions hold up for camp.
Exactly. Thanks, so.
Okay, see you later, everyone.
See you next week.
On Tube Talk.